What is grief? Why it should be experienced fully? Grief is an emotion which takes longest to go through. You really have to sit with this. You really have to go in. Grief is experienced in so many occasions. Yeah, one thing we know for sure, when loved one goes, someone we hold very dear goes, we experience it. Even if we are kind of like happy because she went, or he. Because we have very different beliefs around what happens with somebody who has left. In many parts of the world, people think this is the most happiest. They experience this is the most happiest occasion. Soul is liberated, can go back home. In other parts, this is very dark. Person died, everything ended. Yeah, I grew up in that kind of culture. I never understood that. All the funerals I went, I didn't understand why these people are like so dark-mooded about this. Because I sensed the souls who were leaving. I till today, I still do. I believe it's a happy occasion. I believe because it's my experience. But I completely accept whatever experience you have. So now we are talking about people living. But let's say divorce happens, separation happens. Again, grief is there. Your dog dies, grief is there. You lose a job, grief is there. Your friend goes to a journey, 2 years around the world. You never see him for not never, but for next 2 years. Grief is there. You have to give something which has emotional value to you, or you lose something which has great emotional value to you. Grief is there. So, what is this thing, grief? I would say that this is something which comes to remind us to take time to say goodbye. In this modern world, where everything has to happen now, every desire fulfilled yesterday, we are running from one place to another, from one relationship to another. There is a lot of grief. Why there is a lot of grief is because we don't stay present and we don't use time to really say goodbye. If we stayed with this feeling, and allow ourselves to moan, whatever is the occasion, we would learn from that. It would make us stronger, wiser. It still always does, but now the question is, are we going to sit within and experience and get that experience, or we just allow the grief, to float around for a long period of time, and then we get these insights. And very often, because we are so busy, we don't actually get them. We don't learn from them. When a very dear person goes, it's said that it takes about 1 week if you fully sit in that emotion. And grief has so many different facets on these occasions. Basically all the possible emotions. They come and go. Use it until it lets go. Then it's done. Or you can take this process and spread on it, let's say, 3 years, 10 years, 30 years. Because I see now a culture when somebody passes, the people around, they are right away like, okay, he's not feeling good. Let's grab his or her attention with something. It's not okay if she or he sits there. Why is that? Because, you know, in most of cases, we see what she's doing, and if I'm an empathic person, this connects me, inside of me, with the same feeling. And kind of the grief which I have suppressed, which I haven't really fully experienced, is being touched. And I feel, oh, this is here. So I will go and fix it outside. I'll take him out from that. So that's why, watch out when you're trying to do something like that. The only thing what to do is hold space. Grief is a great gift. Honor it like you honor everything else in your life. And please, with children, you know, I see so many occasions of this. Okay, there is a 4-year-old kid, the goldfish died or hamster died. Okay, parents say, let's replace it. When you keep the child out from a most normal process in life, death, birth and death, it's kind of the same thing, just one side of the coin, other side of the coin. And now if I keep my child away from that, she or he will learn that this is not the normal part of life. And when she or he grows older, she will encounter death and grief so many times in her life. Anyhow, anyway, it's bound to happen. But now she or he doesn't have the tools, because it was kept out from him. So please include the children. For them it's much easier. Also, they understand because they are very close to the gateway, much closer than you. You know what I mean? They were born, they remember more clearly where they came from. See, I think the smartest people in this world are the ones who are about to die and the ones who were recently born, because they are closest to the gateways. They are soft, they are loving, they are beautiful. They don't have these concepts. You see, concepts of what is good, what is bad, are strongest in the center of the life. And also, grief avoided is strongest on that point. You know, the feeling of trying to do everything right, so I wouldn't have to face the feeling of loss in any level in my life, in any sector in my life. Welcome the loss, because it is the greatest teacher, and welcome the grief that comes along. It allows you to say goodbye and learn from that experience. And please hold space for anyone who is going through that. Once they finish with their process, they always come out stronger, as you do.